Hello, your Cosmic Minute. The sun is now in Scorpio, and it was cocooned by a number of conjunctions with the moon and Capricornian-based planets. So in many ways, we cannot separate this whole energy for the next 4 weeks, except in the context of this pandemic. Now, if you've looked back over my YouTube forecast, you'll see that I talked about the whole Saturn and Capricorn stuff that was going on as being very much a time of isolation, hibernation, and like the hermit in the tarot cards. So what we've got now over the next 4 weeks, considering that Pluto is the Scorpio ruler and connected to the moon in Capricorn too, and Mars, your ancient ruler, is retrograde in Aries, it's a time for looking back, but it's a time for searching inside yourself. The reason being is that Scorpio is very psychologically based. It is very much the sign of going into things deeply, forensically. And you now need to discover a part of yourself that you haven't been involved with for a long time. Could be a hobby, but the sun is creative. So creative in a Scorpio way. So if you're going to have psychological health, which is what you need during this pandemic and with this whole scenario of Scorpio and the sun for the next few weeks, your birthday, if you're a Scorpio, is about rediscovery, transformation, taking something you once did but maybe gave up on, but using it now in a creative and positive way. The sense of isolation and that whole feeling of being cut off and detached from everyone around you is bound to happen because there's so many planets in Capricorn at the moment. And don't forget that moon connected to the Capricornian planets with the sun in Scorpio right in the middle of it. So use this time well. See something creative that you've always wanted to do as your new companion. Use your mind well. Keep your mental health by doing those things that mean something to you. Don't give up on anything. Go deeply into it. From reading to education to taking up some kind of pastime or hobby. Don't let your mind rest, because mental health is all about the psychological value that you place on those things that are important to you, even if they were in the past. Bring them back into the future, because at this moment in time, until we get a vaccine, you are going to need to be your own best friend. Of course, there's lots of people around you can reach out to, but even if you haven't got those people, it is a time for you to create some new psychological relationship with yourself. Do those things that maybe you've always wanted to do. And I'm sending you a lot of love during this difficult time that we're all going through, but we shall and will overcome, counting on it with love.